go. They are underway. The start gantry is down. And
ladies and gentlemen, C1 Women Senior.
one slow boat at the back.
And there's the green boat of the sprinter Vanessa Tot going straight to the front. And this is going to change everything because the Ukrainians normally get to the front. It's a lot easier at the front. There's Kizban in the colourful boat from Hungary. This has changed everything today. There's the two Ukrainians.
Babak's coming across to her.
Too little, too late. She's going to find herself in choppy water, which she's not familiar with in these races.
That's a juggernaut start from Vanessa Tot. And the crowd has suddenly come to life here.
You can see Babak just going through the start line, or the finish line rather, there in the white hat. She is going to come out of this in second, but certainly not first. And Tot, at least for now, has thrown the cat among the pigeons slightly.
She's a sprinter first and foremost.
Yeah, she is. She's already slowing down though. She's already labouring just that little bit. It's already beginning to shut down around her. But if you can just hold Babak behind you, it's still hers to lose at this stage. Look how many there are though in the women's C1 these days.
Yeah.
Yeah, Babak's lost before. You remember in Portugal? Oh no, were you? No, you weren't in Portugal. She took the wrong course, and Great Britain took advantage of that to take the gold.
Tot is
that
well
day.
clear.
Kizban won last time, so Babak, it's been she hasn't won this for 2 years now. It was Beth Gill, of course, from Great Britain, who was bold enough and sharp enough to do the right course back in Portugal 2 years ago. And Tot still ahead. Portagin could be a downfall if she hasn't done much of that. We've got a swimmer already. That looks like the Canadian.
It is Zoe Bergeron.
And
There'll be groans in Mississauga.
round they go. So here we got a left-hander coming around these boys and a right-hander again.
Babak's coming up the inside.
Here comes Babak. It could be game over.
This is the Achilles heel.
Yeah.
Look how wide that turn is from Tot.
Let us see also what happened.
Babak brilliant going around the turn, and now suddenly all the theatrics of that opening burst down to the bottom turn are a thing of the past. She's back where she likes to be.
And standard rules apply now. Kizban in second.
Yep. Well, zoom back on the big picture here. If Tot can hang into a third and get a medal for Croatia in this event, it will be something to get the crowd going.
Once again, we will soon see
Yep.
the athletes for the first 14 seeds this afternoon. We will just
So she's still in the game. Tot, she's still there.
For approximately 60 meters.
So Kizban obviously got round that turn well enough on the left side.
Yeah.
She got round well.
Babak was world class going around those cans. Kizban literally came through the pack and shadowed her. And the two superstars of the game.
I'm liking Kizban here. She's moving up meaningfully. They pulled a little gap. Oh no, they're changing for the portage. That's why she was moving out and up. I think Tot is going to come up short on the portage as well.
Let's have a look. Ludmila Babak.
Well, yeah, Tot's just punting along with her foot. She's still in the boat.
Oh, she's
been overtaken and she's fallen over.
It's not going well for the hometown
It's
hero.
all fallen apart.
Oh,
She's fallen over and has. Oh, I'm not sure. I don't think we get much on replay on that, other than just seeing her disappear out of sight. We didn't really see what happened, but at the front it's significant because Kizban is going to get in her boat first here.
well, the race is very quickly.
This game is on. Kizban is going to be away first, I think, but The Ukrainian is closer to the edge of the river. What is going on
It's a bit of
here?
a mess at the put-in here.
Oi, oi,
Hungarian
oi.
has got hands on the back of the Spanish boat. It's all just a bit
It's
jittery at the
all
put-in.
happening. It is all happening.
Kisban Babak. This is going to be the arm wrestle for gold.
I think really Kisban should have come out that portage first, and she didn't, and that was a little opportunity lost. What she's got to do here, which she's just failed to do, is keep her nose inside the plume of the back of Babak's boat so that she gets around the inside. It's going to be a little bit of a gap open here.
Babak, a combination of leaning her boat hard right and those outside
But you
pedal
see,
strokes.
yeah, she's got round Kisban in the same line as.
Yep,
Yeah, left-handers can get round those turns.
correct. Ludmila Babak, 6 times world champion.
So Babak, Kisban, Tishkanova, then the second Hungarian, Metkovic, racing in Metkovic.
And then 2 Spaniards.
Then, yeah, Novo and Martin of Spain, then Huet of France, Voltan of Italy, Verman from Germany, Gridelkovic of Poland, Glisan from Moldova, Vevakova nowhere today, back in 12th position.
Lap 2 of 3. There's not a lot of wiggle room for error or comeback here. But this is the clash of the giants that we've been looking forward to.
On the way. 4 France will be there. Thomas Dunia, Diego Romero for Spain, Matteo Zucora for Polska. Mikloyan Zuk will go all the way for Ukraine, Leonardo Quattroccolo.
Sofia Kisban in the red and green boat. Ludmila Babak in Ukrainian colors.
It's 3 years since Babak won this race. Before that, she'd won everything, every time.
He's getting ready. Then we have Peter Soltes, Bajarossa, Kidwatch, Ukraine, Wendel Maia, Brazil, Ricardo Coelho, Portugal, Mateus Bonier, Polska, Rui Lacerda, Portugal.
So those two away and clear.
For Brazil are getting ready, but first of all,
And it's Tishankova on her own behind, also clear of a field that's beginning to string out now.
That's gold and silver in your screenshot right now. Would love to try and hustle a replay of what happened to Todd at the takeout.
I'm not sure you saw much. You just saw her disappear out of view. And then obviously she never got up.
But went down hard on the pontoon.
Certainly looked like that from her body language when they found her. It almost looked like they needed to draw one of those chalk lines around the edge. So I hope she's okay.
Well, she certainly gave the home crowd something to cheer about on the
Yeah,
lap
she
down
did.
because it was
Crowd pleaser.
she was unbelievable off the start line.
Kisban tidily round the outside and now has the opportunity to move into the edge and take the lead before the portage maybe.
Short race, 30.1. Now currently on position number 3 to get bronze medal.
This is a great rivalry, this.
2024 World Championships Metkovic now. Wonderful view to the river of Metkovic.
I think it's 2 years ago I said Beth Gill won this. Admittedly, you could argue that she won it because Babak missed the turn, but she was there close enough to take advantage of that situation, and unfortunately she had a few shoulder injuries this year. She's out of action, but to have a third girl up the front here mixing it with potential of a win as well, I think it's a real shame she's not here. Through goes the Hungarian on Babak now. It looks to me like the Hungarian is the dominant force in this. Just her portaging, its potential vulnerability.
Babak coming up on the inside now.
But now she's pulling away. There's a length gap now. Babak never looks as comfortable when she's behind on the waves.
Taking opposite lines into the portage.
Kispan first to rise and first out.
Babak is quick on the takeout.
Tishankova is going to be third in. It looks to me, though, that Kispan is the better of the two runners. It's all relative, obviously.
Yeah.
Hey, Kispan looks like she's really labouring, doesn't she, on that run? That is a really uncomfortable looking run. The gap's opened up. It's a significant gap. Not Kispan, sorry, Babak.
Babak looked very...
Yeah, sorry, I got my names, I got them the wrong way around there. Yeah, Kispan running okay. You wouldn't say great.
Not comfortably.
But Babak is just labouring horribly.
She totted that portage.
Yeah, and she's,
And is not urgent getting off the line.
No.
This might define this race. She's in no hurry at all to try and make up the ground she lost on the portage.
And even if she does, Kispan's got the power to overtake at will, I think.
It's funny how these events often have a red, white and green Hungarian hue to it. Suddenly that's returning to the competition.
Number 200, this is Elena Grizan re-entering the water for Moldavia. E poi c'è l'Italia che vediamo.
I can leave the anthem on loop for the medal ceremonies later.
QA there in fourth place with no vote.
First of all, C1 women short race. Who is going to win this competition? Who is going to be the fourth world champion? When we talk about the elite of the World Championships, Metkovic 2000.
So there's your winner right
Sofia
there.
Kispan.
Just too strong. Still no one's managed to beat Babak on the long race though. But this looks ominous, I think.
This is final lap.
Yeah. She does not look like she's in any form where she's going to close that gap.
Well, does that make her vulnerable for silver?
No, the gap's too big, I think.
Confirmation that Vanessa Todd is out after that slip on the portage. She's officially abandoned the race.
Tishankova looking at the back of her teammate Babak, but I think it's too big a gap to close. Kispan paddling away on every stroke and looking the better quality of all these athletes here today. Super strong. I'm going to put my hat in the ring, Dave, and say she's going to win the long race tomorrow.
Well,
or not, I don't know if it's tomorrow, but the long race when they have
unless you can convince me that Ludmila Babak is hiding some of her cards. On form, Sofia Kispan is in a class of her own.
Yep.
And psychologically, that is a great achievement to take to bed at night, knowing that you've won and won going away.
Fairly comfortably.
Going away.
Those gaps are opening all the time, I think.
The format of this race,
I think Tishankova's in the most danger there from QA. I think that's quite,
that gap is tight. That 3-4 gap is tight. There's negligible loss in boat speed going around the turns. That's a masterclass in how to do it.
Yeah, Vilga could take lessons from her.
Yeah, that's...
She's doing a good job of that. A good job.
But we still have the winner, Sofia Kispan. Then we will have C1 Man Senior Short Race, K1 Women Senior Short Race, and K1 Man Senior Short Race finals. There are some more finals ahead of us.
Probably quite difficult to process
Well,
right now. What is happening
this
in
race
this race?
for 2 years in a row, so maybe it's not as hard as it would have been, but I think the ease with which Kisban paddled away from her,
Yeah,
and then ran away from her, she didn't really have an opinion to offer there. It wasn't, there weren't narrow margins, were they? And Babak's run looked so,
laboured.
I don't know if you can say awful, because it's a bit disrespectful, but it didn't look like she was moving well at all on the run.
No, she's looked like she's been short on firepower on the water and out of it as well.
Martin just leading Metkovic. Camera angles deceiving there. That is not that close. Coming in for a finish here.
Big afternoon for Hungary now. It's
Moving out to the Finnish boys.
golden sunset in Croatia as Sofia Kisban will win gold in the women's short race.
That's a solid win. Good win.
You get a shinier gold medal for a win that's that good. I mean,
It always looks shinier. You definitely, you can have 10 gold medals, but you'll always prefer one of them.
cutting across to the finish line now. She'll have 10 or 15 strokes to come down to the line, and Sofia Kisban is going to be your 2024 C1 Women's Senior Short Race World Champion. Super impressive.
Very impressive.
And a distant silver. One of the most dominant characters in this discipline, Ludmila Babak.
She's on the way, and she takes it. Ludmila Babak, Ukraine takes silver medal.
It doesn't look like it was easy either.
No,
It doesn't look like she took her foot off the pedal. It looks like she's still working hard and struggling.
You backing her for the long race?
Kisban?
Babak.
No.
Kisban.
Kisban. For me. I just think if you've got that much spare, it's hard to do any damage to you.
Tishankova, Olena Tishankova.
Just ahead of Huey from France. She held on to that. There's your winner.
Absolutely class showing on the water today and on the run.
Novo in fifth.
Hurting.
And we have normal for Spain. Wonderful performance for young athletes.
She had a tough day, Novo. I don't think today's panned out how she would have hoped. Voltan, Martin, Veerman from Germany, Metkovic from Hungary, Veverkova.
There is your elated world champion.
Grzelkiewicz is going to be the next one in. Ahead of Glizan from Moldova, ahead of Baba from Japan. They're all coming over thick and fast now. Next across is Canada's Grover. She had the swim early on, so she's done well to finish there. Was it Grover that had the swim?
It was Zoe Bergeron who had the swim.
Yeah, sorry.
It was Zoe Bergeron that had the swim.
Ori from Slovakia.
Strong finish from Laura Ori. Big field of women's seaboats. It's encouraging.
It is a big field, and it is tighter up the sharp end as well.
Peter Soltes, in quarta Shemetilo, Wendel Maia, Ricardo Coelho, Matheus Borghiel, Rui Lacerda, Milton Oliveira, and Glenson Jr. are the athletes of race number 16 who are ready to start, and we will give the word soon to our...
And the nature of this race being a 3-lapper means that you can go for an early roll of the dice and plan to make it stick.
Yeah.
If you can get yourself a sniff of clear water, you can make it stick over 3 laps. And that is exactly what Sofia Kispan did today. Ori crosses the line for Slovakia. Attention is going to turn fairly shortly to the men.
Yep. Men's short course C1 next. All the usual players, I'm sure.